Welcome to day 10. We are going to move right into our breathing techniques this morning. Sorry if I'm still breaking up. I'm hoping that with everybody's videos off, it might be a little bit better, but my internet connection has been not very good the last couple of days and can't seem to remedy it. So hopefully we'll get through this. Today we're going to do Kapalabhati again to get us energized and woken up a little bit. And we're going to try and go through 3 minutes of it. We've been doing 1 minute intervals with breaks in between. I want you to go ahead and take a break in between if that's what your body needs. But we'll play a little bit with going for a longer period. For the first minute, option to reach your arms. I've got a wall beside me, so I can't quite reach out straight, but reach your arms straight out to your sides for the next minute, and then hands to heart center for the last minute. So we're going to give it a go and see how that goes. So find your comfortable seat with a nice upright spine. Bring your hands to the low belly to connect with that part of our breathing. And begin to soften the belly so that contraction in the low belly. Connecting with that diaphragmatic breathing. Belly expands, belly contracts. And then begin to actively deepen the breath, expanding the belly a little bit more, and actively contracting those low belly muscles. Belly draws in, expelling a little bit more of your exhale. Just feeling that expansion and contraction, that rhythmic movement, that rhythmic breath. And then see if you can begin to connect with Ujjayi breath, which we did a few days ago, creating that slight restriction in the back of your throat for both the inhale and the exhale, so that you can feel the breath on the floor of the nasal cavity. So continuing with Ujjayi and also the movement of the low belly as we begin to actively control the breath a little bit more. Actively slowing the inhale with the Ujjayi and actively slowing the exhale with that restriction in the throat, our Ujjayi breath. And just practicing that for a few more rounds. So this active control that you are practicing right now is part of that controlling of the breath, which has all kinds of physiological and mental changes in the body. Keep going with the Ujjayi and the belly breath. Although the breath happens automatically, automatically on its own our breathing. And our emotional state can affect our breathing. As well, our breathing can affect our emotional state. So do one more complete round with your Ujjayi breath. And then we're going to release that and start with our Kapalabhati breath. So hands just resting on your knees or thighs. Take an easy inhale, easy exhale, and then an easy inhale to begin with your own rhythm, with your own pace. You might be starting off slow, beginning to find your own rhythm. Staying connected to that action of the low belly, forcefully exhaling the breath out. And now if you feel ready, extending your arms straight out, continuing with the Kapalabhati. If you need to take a little break and then catch up with us, please do so. Do what feels right for you. And continuing with your Kapalabhati when you're ready. Feeling the energy begin to build, the heat beginning to build. And then slowly bringing your hands to your heart center. Pressing the hands together actively. Just 10 more seconds. And release. Let that breath go. Easy inhale, soft belly, easy exhale. Let the exhale happen. Let the easy inhale pour in all on its own. And softly exhale, releasing. Take one more easy inhale and we'll have a short retention at the top of the breath. Feel all that prana, that energy gathering at the heart center, at the belly, in the forehead. And a slow, easy exhale, release. Just returning to your belly breath here for a few rounds of breath. And now we're going to move into Viloma breath. We've done this one before. This is the 3-step breath. So we'll start with the 3-step breath on our inhale, and then we'll move into the 3-step breath on our exhale. So again, you can use your hands in our 3 body parts, starting at the low belly and then moving to the ribs, side ribs, and then to the upper chest to help find the breath in those 3 areas. And we'll do that step of inhale. So starting at the low belly, let's inhale 1/3 into the low belly. Feel your belly expand into your hands and paws. And then expand a little bit more with your inhale into the side ribs. Pause, and then moving the breath into the upper chest. Pause at the top of this big inhale. Out. Begin your inhale in the belly, 1/3. Pause. Inhale further into the side ribs. Pause. Inhale completely all the way to the upper chest. Pause at the top of this big breath. Retain that breath, that prana. Slowly release. Let it. Let's start again. Low belly. Pause. Side ribs. Pause. Upper chest. Pause at the top of this big inhale. Again, feeling that prana, the energy, life force building within you. Slowly exhale, let everything go. Let's into the belly, 1/3, pausing. Side ribs, expand a little bit more. Pausing. Upper chest. Expand all the way into your complete inhale as we pause at the top of the breath. And slowly release, let all of that go. Now take a nice, big, easy inhale, complete breath. Pause at the top of this inhale. And then controlling the exhale, see if you can just let the breath out in the upper chest. And then contracting the ribs a little bit, exhale a little bit more, pausing. And finally expelling all the air by contracting the low belly and pausing at the end of that exhale. Release, let the breath pour in, nice big inhale. Fill all 3 areas. Pause at the top of your inhale. And then just release the upper chest first. Release a little bit more in. And draw the belly in, expel all the exhale, pause at the very bottom of the exhale. Fill and fill you up all the way to the top as we pause gently at the top of the inhale. Release out the upper chest. Release the side ribs. And now actively draw the belly up. Expel all that breath and release. Let the inhale pour in. And now just coming back to your normal breath here for a few rounds. Letting the breath flow easy in and flow easy out. And the breath to just happen on its own. in its own natural rhythm. Just staying connected to that natural phenomenon of our breath flowing in and our breath flowing out. And now we're going to move into our meditation. And this one's with knees bent. If you need to change your seat or change your position, cross of your legs, whatever you need to do, take a moment to do that. And then take a slow, deep inhale. Start to notice the thoughts that are going through your mind. Notice the quality of your thoughts. If you're following a story or a narrative, or your mind is jumping from thought to thought, notice without judging. Notice the need. Try not to get caught up in the thoughts, but notice as they travel across your mind like clouds in the sky. Let them go as they pass. Just watch them come and watch them go. Continue to breathe deeply. Just watching with no judgment. Breathing deeply and simply watching. Now I will begin to describe settings. Allow your mind to jump immediately to those settings. Let your mind be free to travel. And do not become attached to any one setting or image. You're simply a traveler jumping from place to your mind. Now we will begin. An ocean, a deep blue ocean. Pelicans chasing the waves. A seagull. White sand. The desert. A cactus in the desert. Blue sky. Blue cloudless sky. Birds singing. A walled garden. lush green grass, storm clouds, a cool breeze, thunder, a dark sky, lightning, a long dirt road stretching toward the horizon. A grove of olive trees. A farmer. A woman pulling water from a well. Children playing in the distance. Up to the sky.
Carmen, you're muted.
Did not happen. Sorry, guys. A stable. Horses enclosed in a corral. Sunset. A flock of blackbirds in the sky. The hoot of an owl. The sound of crickets. An old front porch with a swing. A warm chair next to the fireplace. A gray cat curled on a small rug. An old woman sipping tea. A rose garden in full bloom. A robin holding a worm. A hammock. Cool, dry concrete. A church with tall spires. White, puffy clouds. A white dove. Burning candle. Flickering flame. Burning candle. Burning candle. Now take a slowly exhale the breath out. Take a moment to just sit in stillness, following your breath, and softly allowing thoughts to pass. With eyes cast towards the floor, gently let your eyes just open to a soft focus. And then open your eyes all the way, bringing your awareness back into your room and your space. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Namaste.